Okay, I wanted to make another video. Got a little Green Day in the background at Fibonacci. I want to also talk about some what we would call secular books. And one thing that I like to do is truth. And what I like to do is, just because my spiritual path is so important to me, is sometimes especially being raised in religion, I will I don't know how to say it, except to say I let my thinking become a little bit too churchy, and I rely a little bit too much on the culture of church. And you know, part of my journey is the path out of religion to spirituality. And if you wanted to know in 2 words what spirituality really means, it's learning to let love, and whatever you want to put after that. And ultimately, I believe God is love, and I believe God is light, and those 2 words, let love. And so one way that I kind of use kind of to buffer some of the churchiness of my spiritual path is I study some other really good writers. For example, Thaddeus Golas. I bought this book, and this is one of the best books out there. And much like, earlier I was talking about the book of James, and how James is such a succinct book. And you could just take one little message from the book of James, and then I'll go to Golas, says, "You do not have because you do not ask." And or maybe 2, you want to say, "Humble yourself in the presence of the Lord, and He will exalt you." And maybe you don't like the idea of the word Lord, you can say, "Humble yourself in humility," and that through humility our lives will become significant. And or maybe you just want what you want, you say, "You do not have because you do not ask." And so that's the book of James, and the lazy man's guide to enlightenment. And man, this book is so full of just, goodness gracious, this has love yourself. The Bible speaks of that, learning to love yourself as you love your neighbor. And this is Golas, says, love it the way it is. And again, this book, he is a brilliant man, and he wrote a book called The Lazy Man's Guide to Enlightenment. And he's pretty clear that the path to spirituality does not have to be this arduous thing, and it could be real succinct and real simple. And he has a couple themes in here, and I'm looking, it says, love them I'm just kind of randomly, see what that says. Love them as they are, and this has been something that I've really been working on recently, is the negative emphasis results in an intensified structure and a stronger ego. And negative emphasis, and he actually says the word beware negative emphasis. And what that means is that if you listen to a conversation, just ask yourself, was there a negative emphasis? Was there an emphasis to gossip, or was there an emphasis to slander? Or was there an emphasis of love and compassion and tenderness? And he talks about that's so Golas. He talks about beware negative emphasis, and you can really, I think, overlook some of his brilliance, because it's said so simple. And he talks about having no resistance, and resistance is a big theme in here. And again, I just really recommend you pick up some good books, and grant to the others the freedom, the love, the conscience that you want for yourself. Give it to others. And it's amazing how truth really starts to, you start to go, wait, that's what the Bible says. I'm supposed to love myself as I love other people. That's what Jesus said. Well, sometimes you have to hear truth from another place. And it's okay, because truth is truth. Gravity works the same in La Jolla, California, Hawaii, Oklahoma City. You can go to Duncan, Oklahoma. Guess what? Truth is truth. Gravity is gravity. And so I want to just, on this channel, just really recommend Thad Golas. And you just cannot go wrong reading this book. And he talks about no resistance. And, your attention is always life-giving. I'll end on this one. Next time you're talking to somebody, and for me, who I'm very verbal, I'm such an engager. Sometimes I don't listen, and this says your attention is always life-giving. So the next time you watch something, or you watch someone, or someone's talking to you, just listen. Remind yourself of the words. Your attention is always life-giving. It will make him feel stable and loved. Again, truth is truth, and ultimately, the path to spirituality is about love and truth and love. and it doesn't really matter where you get your truth. For example, let's talk about love. Sometimes people think that the only place they're ever going to find love is through their family. Well, guess what? Sometimes the best love you're going to find is outside your family. And Christians don't like that idea because, Christians are very family-centric people. But anyway, just wanted to give a few videos here and recommend my guy, Thaddeus Golas. I love him. He's such a good guy. You cannot go wrong with his book. Or read the book of James, or read them both together. You guys have a great day. Americano417 at gmail.com. Americano417 at gmail.com.